Today is a very special day. Join me, guys and girls, in wishing a huge happy birthday to Newcastle United. And also, I wanted to say in advance to anyone watching this video, thank you so much to anyone that has wished me a huge happy birthday today. We do in fact share the same birthday. That's one thing I always love to bring up whenever that day comes around. But honestly, it means the absolute world of your support. Thank you so much. You can clearly see in the background, I'm inside my hotel room now. I'm unfortunately not home for my birthday because I'm now waiting the Tottenham game tomorrow in London. But it's going to be a great weekend regardless. And speaking of dates, Saturday the 6th of January, 12:45 kickoff time is an even bigger date for Newcastle United because it is the return of the Tyne Wear derby. The first time since 2016. We have waited so long. We have heard so much from the Sunderland fans. Now finally, 53 wins to both teams. Someone has to break into 54. Who will it be? Who will be the last one standing? I'm here in this video to tell you some huge breaking news and exclusive information that I've been told directly regarding this fixture. It hasn't been released anywhere in social media yet. There's been snippets out there, but this is actually stuff I've been directly taught, and I thought it'd be a great opportunity now to tell you everything regarding the fixture. They give me loads of tips and advice regarding it. Because, well, it's been so long since it's actually been a derby now. For me, it'll be my 8th derby that I've attended, believe it or not. I have actually been to 7 before this one. It's my first ever away one, but I have actually been to 7 home ones. And as much as I don't want to say it, I've never seen Newcastle win. So hopefully this time is the one. If you guys enjoy the content and you like what you watch, make sure I get down there, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the away day vlog from Sunderland on the 6th of January. Make sure you stay tuned for it. Smash the like button you enjoy. Again, thank you so much for any birthday messages. Let's get into the nitty gritty information. Northumbria Police, let's get into them first so you can keep the important information inside your head. Then afterwards, I'm going to tell you some great tips and tricks that you definitely want to keep an eye on before we get through everything else regarding the fixture. 12:45 on a Saturday. That is the earliest possible FA Cup televised game. The police have intentionally done that to make sure that fans cannot drink as much as possible before the game. They want the crowd control to be calm. They want fans to not fight each other. Therefore, early kick-off time, that's understandable. Now, as for the away fans attending the game, now under the FA laws, any away section is entitled to 15% of the stadium's capacity. So at the Stadium of Light, that would be 7,000 fans. The key word being entitled. Due to some fixtures, the police and the FA are allowed to reduce the capacity if they feel like it's unsafe. Stadium of Light, Tyne Wear derby, straight away it raises massive red flags for how hostile this fixture will be. A lot of fans on social media have predicted around the 2,000 to 3,000 mark. If I had to predict myself before I got taught any information, I would have said 2,200, 2,300. Less than 5% of the stadium capacity. I think Newcastle will be heavily reduced. So the supporters group has actually been in direct contact with the police. They've been told some vague information, nothing concrete, but the club and the police have tried their best to make sure they can get as many fans in as possible. And the supporters club believes it's in the region of 5,000 fans. That is more than 2/3 of what the 15% mark is. Impressive, and I will say straight away, massive congratulations to Newcastle and the police for being able to potentially sort out that many fans. That caught me off guard. The police, to be fair to them, could have easily went, no, we're not having that many fans, and that is too many people. We can't deal with it. But to be fair to them, they'll try to get as many fans in as possible. And after speaking to some close contacts, as much as I don't want to sound like an ITK, I can confirm it's in the region of 5,000. That is correct. I don't know the exact figures, but it is around 5,000. Now, of course, with Newcastle's away section, that was quite cheeky of me. I'm recording this video at 1:30 in the morning, so my sincere apologies to the guy next door. I've just woke up. But I have actually also recorded this video outside earlier in the day, so I'm going to show you the rest of it now. One final thing I will say before we get into all of that. If fans cannot get tickets for the game, I'm not implying anything, I'm not insinuating anything, but Sun have released a brand new 11-game match packet deal where they're actually using Newcastle's name. If you are looking to go to the Newcastle game, £235 will get you tickets for all 11 matches. available to anyone that has never actually been to a Sunderland game before. So God knows how that's going to turn out. But I'm going to take you outside now. I'm going to show you the rest of the footage from earlier. So hopefully I don't get another knock on the door. The Spirit of 37 is Sunderland's version of war flags. They claim to have the best fan-funded displays in England. And ahead of the Newcastle game, they have announced they are looking for donations up to £20,000 so they can have flags in all the stands across the Stadium of Light. So far, over £13,000 has been raised for the display. However, the display that's claimed that they've never received any money from the club before has accepted a £10,000 donation from the owner. Bit shameless, lads. But the reason why I brought it up is because, well, the Sunderland fans are getting ready for the game. They're going to make it as hard as possible for Newcastle, and you've seen from our away form this season, we've looked a bit leaky. We haven't looked great away at all. We're just such a contrasting team. We play so well at St James Park and I'm so bad away. So it's up to us for that game under the pressure. Some of our players will be coming back, but ultimately Sunderland are going to really back themselves to beat Newcastle. It's up to us to make sure that doesn't happen. And my message is simple. It doesn't matter what happens in the rest of Newcastle season. Do not lose that one. It's the one game you can't afford to lose. We don't know when the next time the derby could take place. I couldn't live myself if I just hear the end of it. Oh, we beat your Saudi team, we've done this, we've beat the money team. Thing is, as I said in the intro, there's more pressure on us to win than there is in Sunderland, because if Sunderland lose the game, they just put a hand up and go, well, you guys have more money than us. That's just a simple response you can give. If Newcastle lose, it's not really a leg we can stand up. But as for the police escort, stuff that's happened in the past in regards to the time we had derbies. Now, normally, it's always quite organised. I would say straight away, it's safe, they'll escort you straight to the ground. They used to do it in trains or coaches, so they'd take it to a certain part of Sunderland and just walk you up. I think the train's probably my best bet, what they would do this year. So the fans that attend the game, somewhere like Newcastle Station, they'll ask you to show your match ticket, they'll let you onto the train, they'll take you down to Sunderland train station, and then they'll walk you over to the ground. There'll be that much police there, and there'll be the same police officers as well that have done the likes of PSG, at that point AC Milan as well, Dortmund. They've done the Champions League games, and that Dortmund game, they kept the fans well separated for the most part away from the Newcastle fans, so the police are experienced in large crowd gatherings, being able to get the fans from one end to the other. It will be somewhere to just walk you through. It'll be like 10-15 minute walk or so. Obviously Sunderland fans are going to chuck stuff, they'll be as aggressive as possible, but the police will do their utmost to make sure fights don't break out. Chances are, at some areas of the ground or somewhere around Sunderland or Newcastle, fights are going to break out. Just make sure you're not in them, because the police are extremely strict. They take your season tickets off straight away, they take your match tickets off you. It's not worth it. One brawl, you lose your season ticket for the rest of your life. It's just not worth it. So make sure you're sensible. If you're going to be drinking during the day, make sure you can control yourself. You don't need me to lecture you guys, but yeah, just to let you know. For me, I'm a bit of a high profile target, I would say. I think Sunderland fans, if they were going to want to hit any Newcastle fan, they'll probably pick me. I'm someone, obviously, that does take the mick out of Sunderland. I think, honestly, the fans will look for, I guess, targets as well. For me, I've been in the police escort, I've been in Tyne Wear, and so there's no issues there. But yeah, definitely no undercover story, shall we say, for that game. But the police escort will be safe. It will get you straight to the ground. I'll imagine they'll do it from trains from Newcastle to Sunderland. If not, it will be organised coaches or organised Arriva buses or go north east, something like that. They'll just take you across. So it'll all be safe. Just listen to the police guidelines, listen to the protocols. It's going to be extremely strict going into the city. So yeah, and definitely keep an eye. Just don't use stuff like the metro. Definitely wouldn't recommend that, especially when you're going to be outnumbered by Sunderland fans. Just don't put yourself in that situation where you can get targeted. Just don't do it. Make sure you listen to the police and you'll be fine for the game. Honestly, that's the main things you want to take away from the police escort. I don't know the key details on it at the minute, but in the past, they used to take you to the train station and they'll walk you across for the game. So I would assume they do the same again. It just depends on the capacity. Just be safe, be careful at the game. Obviously, after the game as well, just make sure you do what you're told, I guess. But enjoy the game, make the most out of it. Those are probably the main details to take away from it. Obviously, I wish I could be, I guess, a bit more clear in regards to the directions of what you have to do for the escort. But they get taught that gradually over time. I just want to let people know, just in case they aren't aware of that or haven't been to a derby before, because some people will actually go to the game that haven't been to one before. They were lucky in the ballot or they've done stuff for the club, or whatever it may be. Some people will get themselves into it, shall we say, anyway. But I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait to get to the Stadium of Light. Been there a couple of times before, but a first time with Newcastle United's first team. So let's make sure we win this time. It's actually been since 2011 when we won our last derby game. It was our last away win. And the last away win before that, I think, was when Michael Chopper scored in 2006, won 4-1, Shearer's last ever competitive game. So it's been quite a while since we've won an actual derby game at Stadium Lights, so it has to be this time. It'll be the most humiliating loss I've ever seen in my lifetime. If we don't do it, we would not hear the end of it. So make sure, lads, my birthday wish, my Christmas wish, is to win on January 6th. Just don't fail us, don't do it. I appreciate you guys watching anyway. Hopefully you took something away from the video. Sorry if I guess you want a clear explanation, but hopefully there's some things you didn't know about the Stadium Lights, some things you weren't aware about the derby. Enjoy it, whatever you're doing for it, make the most out of it. It's going to be an amazing experience. We don't know when the next time will be, so make sure you enjoy it while you can. Let's get down there and let's make sure we come out on top.